everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new and you just happen to stumble across my channel. Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm an intuitive oracle card reader, very spiritual person with witchy elements thrown into the mix. So if that's your jam and you love all things tarot, oracle card related, because we love that, journaling, spirituality with that witchy element, then please do hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you here, part of the family. We have such a lovely community here. I really love it so much. So you can tell by the title what this video is about. Also, what I do want to say is do hit the bell so you'll be notified every week when I upload. My schedule normally now, because it changes and it evolves all the time, is I do a weekly pick a card at the start of the week, and then Wednesdays and Fridays are either like tarot and oracle, journal. It could be a mixture of anything. To be brutally honest, it could be just anything. So what are we talking about today? We are going to talk about, I have some decks here to the right of me, which I will bring in to the video, and these are decks that are in my collection quite some time. They have been mentioned in some VR videos, I believe, but they're decks that I don't really reach for a whole pile. They are decks that I would love to work with more, because trust me, when I bring them out and I show you the cards, they are gorgeous, but I just don't reach for them. And it's such a pity, because this year is a year that I'm trying to be more mindful of the decks that I'm buying and the decks that I'm bringing into my collection, because this is what happens when I get caught up and swept away by all the gorgeous tarot and oracle decks that are coming out. And there is such an flow of decks that are coming out lately. I mean, I feel like we are just left, right and center. It's just coming at us, and it's a lot, between mass market and indie and Kickstarters and all that kind of stuff coming in. It's a lot. It's intense. I tend to kind of stick around with the mass market, because trying to get indie decks, I've explained this so many times, because I'm in Ireland, we're in Europe, trying to get things from America. Not only is the deck expensive, which is fine, that's not a problem, I get it when you're independently running things, but then you get caught with customs and postage, so before you know it, you've spent way over like €100 plus, and I just can't justify that. I have some beautiful decks there that are indie, and I tend to reach for my mass market more, solely because I think it's because I can replace it very easily if they kind of get battered and beat up. But I'll put timestamps below of the decks that are mentioned. All of these are mass market, so they're all easily accessible. So I'm going to talk about, I have 3 tarot decks here. Now, there's probably more, but I went for the ones that are kind of like really drawing at me, that I'd love to work with more, but for some reason, I just don't choose them. So I'm hoping this video might help me get that enthusiasm back with these decks. And then I have 4 oracle. Now, one is kind of a darker toned one, but you'll see that when I show them. So let's get into the tarot, and then let's get into the oracle after that. So the first deck I want to talk about, oh my gosh, this is ridiculously cute. If I'm right, I did a walkthrough of this deck. I'll try and remember to link it. I'm not the best at remembering this. I'm so sorry, you guys. This is the Kawaii Tarot. Okay, and I've wanted a cute kind of inner child tarot deck with like the longest of times. I mean, the unicorns, everything about this deck is so stinking cute. I'm not here for the box. I don't like, it's cute, but it is so impractical. It doesn't stay shut or anything like that. It's minor details. It's not that important on the grand scale of things, but I do like the magnetic closure boxes, or the two-piece boxes, that kind of, oh my gosh, I'm already making an absolute hames of this, but do you know what I mean? Like the boxes that just stay shut. This does not. But it's a lovely sturdy box. To be fair, it's a lovely sturdy box. Now, let me put this here. The guidebook, cute, simple, to the point. There's not much in it. Do you know what I mean? Would I prefer a little bit more? I mean, yeah. I mean, look at this. But it follows Rider-Waite-Smith, so it really shouldn't be a problem. I'm so sorry about the birds. They are so loud today, but it is quite warm up here. And if I was to throw on my fan, it'd just be it'd be too loud. So we'll embrace the noise of nature. You know, I probably should just read through this book. I'm not the best at reading guidebooks. I always, like, I really want to read them, but I don't. It's cute. It's cute. You know, it's kawaii, right? I love the backs. Is that upside down? So they are actually reversible. This isn't a walkthrough of the deck, but I'm hoping that by going through, hold on, if I set this down instead of awkwardly holding this, right? That'll work better, wouldn't it? I'm hoping by doing this that I can entice myself, that's the word, entice myself to start working with it again. Like, this is ridiculously cute. I love the images. I love the little characters in it. I mean, it is so adorable. Like, why would I not want to work with this? Like, even the scary cards are like, I mean, that guinea pig. So cute. I just wish there was a little bit more with the guidebook, but you know, I've had this a ridiculously long time, and yet I haven't used it a whole pile. I've used it a tiny bit, but it's not something that I have. I love that High Priestess. Like, the High Priestess is one of my favorite cards in tarot. But okay, see, now this is what I was hoping for. I'm like getting all kinds of feelings for this deck now again, and that's what I want. That is so what I want. Like, it's so cute. Maybe some people might find this ridiculously cute, but as far as mass market goes, I mean, this is just a beautiful deck. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you have this deck? Do you work with it? What do you use it for? Is it, because I feel like a lot of people are going to use this for like inner child work and all that. So yeah, I do. Oh yeah, I'm definitely like, this is so cute. And I love, I mean, in all honesty, it is cute. I love the little character. It's adorable. It's adorable, and I'm definitely, maybe, like, I don't edge my decks or, you know, color the size. Maybe if I did that, it might make kind of like a bit of bonding, but I'm afraid because you have the white borders and I don't have the best of markers, it might bleed. So I'm afraid of that. Like, look at that. The unicorns, so cute. Reminds me of Lisa Pepez. Oh, you can see my cards over there. Bye. Yeah. Yeah. This one, definitely gonna try and work with. The Luna Soul Tarot, that is the next deck I want to talk about. This is by Liminal 11. I don't have actually a lot of their decks. I want to, because to be honest, they have some gorgeous decks. Really, truly some gorgeous decks. What one was I looking at? Was it the Star Spinner or something like that? That looks so magical. Oh my gosh. And I'm trying to get my hands on the This Might Hurt Tarot, and I'm having slight challenge, so I'm kind of taking it as a sign that I don't need it right now in my collection. That's what I'm putting it as, and not the fact that Book Depository has left the building and trying to get decks now is just an absolute pain and thorn in my side. Aside from all that, this deck, I don't know if I did a walkthrough of this or not. This is such a gorgeous deck. I have worked with this and I have loved working with this. I remember watching so many walkthroughs of this one. Like, the inside, the Liminal 11 have really upped their game with their boxes, honestly. Like, look at that. I mean, how cute. I love this. The White Newman is another one. Oh, okay, meant, hello. Focusing on the decks that you have, not adding more. Come back into the room. I love their little hardback books. They're so stinking cute. Okay, a lot of the decks here, you're going to hear me say, this is so stinking cute. But my first one was the Witches one. The Modern Witch Tarot. That's it. The Modern Witch Tarot. We're not gonna talk about that deck. I love that deck, that cardstock though. Oh my god, my poor hands. The messages, I love the little guidebook with the messages in it. It is absolutely perfect. Could there be more again? Yes, but I am a chunky guidebook person. I love that. That's just kind of, I like that bit of extra reading. And then I contradict myself and go, well, I don't always read through completely. I just like depth. Sometimes I really just enjoy depth, but these are going to be great decks, I feel, for kind of that one quick, if you want just quick answers, right? But there's depth within the cards, right? So don't underestimate the guidebook, because I feel like you could elaborate on the guidebook then yourself. But we're not here to talk about guidebooks. Oh my gosh. These are not reversible. That doesn't bother me because I don't read reversals anyway. I know there's a whole view on that. Some people are okay with it, some people aren't. Listen, it is what it is. But I like the backs. I think they're very pretty. Again, I am not that brave. I'm not that brave to be coloring the sides of these. I do think it'll make it look prettier. Like, there's no denying that, but absolutely not with the white borders. This is more a matte, and I mean a really matte, not that velvet. Like, this is proper matte cardstock. It's nice. It's way nicer than the Modern Witch Tarot. I don't hate the Modern Witch though. The cardstock just does put me off a little bit, but I mean, I'm not a cardstock snob to an extent. If it's papery tin though, I'm not here for that. I'm terrified I'll tear it. See, I'm already looking at this going, this is so beautiful. Why don't I work with it? Now, some of this could be in order, actually, I'm thinking, because I was working with a book and I had to put this in order somewhat. But like the majors in this are gorgeous, but even the minors, I mean, it's very much a clear reader. I mean, Three of Cups, there you go, celebrations, community, togetherness, like emotional fulfillment. I love that. And I'm not a tarot reader expert or anything like that. I always consider myself a continuous student and an absolute newbie to this. What's the other word? Oh, I never saw that. You see the way she's, not that it actually matters, like it doesn't bother me, but she has armpit hair. Like, you don't see that in many cards. So the things I do spot, like, I love that magician card. It does give kind of a this might hurt tarot feel to it, actually. It's quite modern, but more pastel feel. Maybe pastels aren't your thing. I like it. I like the softer colours as well. I like a mixture of things. But it has that modern feel to it. Now, I'm not actually one for modern decks. I'm more for the earthy tones. Although I am going to look for a mermaid deck. I want to get a mermaid watery kind of that style deck. I've been kind of looking into different tarot decks and oracle decks. I kind of want to get one of each so that, for the summer. Plus I'm a Pisces. How I don't have one yet is beyond me. I just don't think I found the deck yet for me, but that's okay. But I don't know why I don't. And I have worked with this deck. I've worked with all these decks actually, and yet I just don't reach for them. So like I said, I'm hoping this video kind of gets me enthusiastic about them. I'm just gonna take a few more. And it's not that the artwork puts me off or anything, because sometimes the artwork can affect how you read the tarot and how you look at the cards and things like that. But like, this does not have it. This is gorgeous artwork. Maybe I need to rotate my collection around a small bit just to see, will that make a difference, or I don't know. Can you give me any suggestions as to how to stop reaching for the same comfort decks all the time? All the time. Okay, that looks a bit vicious. It's not though, I promise. Come on, let's end on a good card. Oh, the sun. We'll end on a good card. It's gorgeous. And the unicorn. I love unicorns. I do. I really do. They're so cute. So that is the Luna Sol Tarot. The last tarot deck we're going to talk about is Tarot of the Divine, a deck and guidebook. This is such a gorgeous deck. It really is. It's by Yoshitana. Yoshitana, I think that's how you pronounce it. Apologies if not. But it's inspired by deities, folklore, and fairy tales from around the world. Now, I do have the book that goes with this. It's the fairy tale book that I can't even think of the name of it. But I do have that down below. I love this. I really do. And again, I don't reach for it. I don't know why. This guidebook is so straight and to the point. The cardstock on this is gorgeous. I love the backs. Hold on 1 second. I'll just go close the window. Oh my goodness, them birds just got way too loud and I was afraid you guys couldn't hear me. So this is the tarot guidebook. And again, simple, straightforward, to the point. Maybe this is the problem with these guidebooks. Or guidebooks, no, these decks. What the heck? Oh, hello, Frankie. Great. Now the cat wants to come in. Oh my goodness. This is exactly what happens when I am trying to record. I put. So look, this is all in real time. So it is what it is. But this is the guidebook. It's all in colour, which is lovely. I mean, and I think there's another book out. I love the art style. The guidebook isn't overly bad. I just feel like there could be more depth. But I think there's a bigger guidebook that you can write in it as well. I didn't get it because, again, I was afraid, like, if I get that and I don't use it, it's kind of just, you know, it's wasted. This has that linen feel. And I have to say, I'm obsessed with it. I love the linen feel. Hello, I can't even talk. The back's stunning, gorgeous. I mean, honestly, there's not much more I could say. And it shuffles. Hold on, we don't shuffle that way. Like, it shuffles absolutely beautiful. I think it's definitely one of my favorite. Cardstock. Oh, excuse you. Get back in there. Mind your business. I'm already being called out. I think not. No. Oh gosh. But the art style of this is just gorgeous. I mean, there's detail. It follows the Rider-Waite-Smith. I do think reading the stories will make a difference. But I mean, just even looking at this, it's beautiful. And yet I don't know why. I mean, look at that Fool card. Why I don't reach for this, because it is stunning. It is such a nice deck. Maybe I should just take like a week, you know, an evening every week to just look through these cards, connect with the cards, maybe read a story or two from this, and flick through the guidebook and whatnot and see, will it get me more inclined to work with it? Because honestly, like, these are gorgeous decks. It's not that they're bad decks or anything like that. And of course, I love fairy tales and folklore and all that kind of stuff. Like, I really do enjoy that. So yeah, even looking at this, I'm like, why don't I pick this deck up? It's so nice. So maybe I need to use these for like different kinds of readings. Maybe that's what it is. But that is the Tarot of the Divine. We're on to Oracle, and the first one, and remember I was saying there's kind of a darker themed one, not that this is really dark or spooky, but it is of the more shadow aspects. This is Magic of You Oracle Unlock Your Hidden Truths by Fiona Horn. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a Rockpool Publishing. I have 2 Rockpool Publishing decks and I have 2 Hay House decks as well. I love the feel of this book. It's like that velvet. I like that rose petal velvet feel. To decks or cards or the boxes, whatever, it doesn't matter. Now, Rockpool always smash it with the guidebooks. Like, honestly, I love their guidebooks. So basically this has the card, its little blurb, meaning, and then a ritual as well. I haven't worked with this deck in quite some time. That's more for my shadow work, but it is a deck I want to work with more this year, if at all possible. The backs of these are gorgeous. As per usual with Rockpool, you don't get many cards. I think there's 36 in this one. I'm trying to see. Yeah, 36. So it's not a whole pile. It shuffles beautifully. I like it. I don't mind it. But again, it is of the more shadow aspect. I don't see many people talking about this. But I suppose it is, again, like I said, of that darker nature. So I suppose this isn't a deck you're going to be doing one card draws every day with or anything like this. I do feel this is kind of a one card draw for your shadow aspect and kind of sitting with it because it's intense. It's a very, very intense deck. You know, I mean, there's nothing sweet, fluffy. I don't even want to say nurturing because it is, you know, it is nurturing. It's looking after yourself. But it's dark. It's much darker than what I normally go for. And I love the imagery in it. I do love the imagery in it, but it is of that darker tone. I don't know, is that even picking up on camera because it is that dark? I mean, this is a real emerald green. They are glossy, so I'm hoping like I said, it is dark. You know what, I feel like this might actually work quite well with the Dreamkeeper's Tarot. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I really like, yeah, I'm just looking at this now and I'm like, oh, that could work really, really well with this. So yeah, that is the Magic of You Oracle. Now I want to talk about the Earthcraft Oracle, and this is by Juliet Diaz and Lorraine Anderson. And I'm not going to try and butcher this one, but Danielle Boudou Fortune. It's the Hay House. This is such a beautiful deck. I'm not even going to lie. The guidebook and the deck for me just don't line up. So I think it is a case, sorry, let me turn these around. I do think it is a case where I am just going to have to absolutely just buy the guidebook. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but anytime I've drawn cards, now I've been taught to read Oracle. Hopefully, you know, those who taught me how to read cards aren't watching this, but normally when you learn to read Oracle, you learn through your own intuition, right? The guidebook is from the creators, right? It's not your own intuition and messages that are coming up. So I don't read the guidebook obviously when I'm doing Oracle card readings, but when I'm reading for myself, I sometimes like to dip into the guidebook because I feel like that expands our knowledge and, you know, it gives us more to work with as well down the line. But this, for some reason, this guidebook just doesn't, I don't know, I just don't vibe with this guidebook at all. The cards though, like, them backs, stop it. The cards, again, stop it. They are so gorgeous. And I want to love this deck. I want to love this deck so ridiculously bad that it pains me. It pains me to bring this out and to show you and to go, I don't really work with this deck. Why not? Like, why not? This is so gorgeous. But me and that deck, or the guidebook, we do not vibe. We don't connect. We aren't best friends. We just know. So I do feel that maybe this is a deck that I'm going to just have to work with. Maybe read the guidebook. You know, obviously I do still respect the creators. What's the word? Messages for the cards and stuff like that. But again, Oracle comes down to as well, not just what the creator has said about the card, but also what are you interpreting. I can't even say that. I couldn't sound more Irish. From the card. Like soul loss. This is just, we don't talk about things like that. This is just gorgeous. Honestly, hold on. Can we show boobies here? Like, does that make a difference? Like, I'm not offended by it, but is that against guidelines? We'll skip on. Sorry, you got flashed there as well. I forgot to put that in this. See, this will tell you how long it's been since I worked with this deck. I don't know why some of these are upside down. Oh my goodness. I don't read reversals. Anyway, this is just, it's gorgeous. If you have this deck, would you please let me know in the comments, like, how do you work with it? What do you use it with? Because I'm just, like, I want to, but yet, here I am. Oh, thank you, hon, for covering yours for me. Not that I'm offended by it, but, you know, guidelines and all that we have to follow. So, yeah. This, it's so pretty. I just want to look at the artwork all day. This is what happens when I do these videos. I want to look at my decks all day then. I don't want to do anything else. I just want to enjoy the art. Let's get on to the next deck. This one is the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle. Dark Moon Crystals and Prism and Fleur Design Studio. This is Rockpool Publishing. This is a gorgeous deck. I think it's my one and only crystal deck, which sounds absolutely bonkers, right? Because I love crystals. And there's more off to the right here that you can't see, and the left. And then there's just crystals everywhere. Okay, we have them in our bedroom, have them on our landing, everywhere. They're just everywhere. I don't really work with this deck. I don't even have an excuse anymore. It's not that it's a bad reader or anything like that. The guidebook is lovely, as per usual with Rockpool. You have the complete image of the card. You have, you know, your little explanation, the crystal, and the definition and activation guidance. It's not a bad deck. It's really pretty. I love it. It's kind of that pearly effect on it. Don't mind it again. It doesn't bother me. This is showing up a lot more whiter. It's quite pale pink. The gilding on this, again, it's rose gold. It's not gold. If I do this, oh yeah, you can kind of see it now. Like, hello, why didn't I include this actually? Oh, because I do like the rose gold. I'm pure typical in that sense. It has a slight bow. I'm going to say that's from lack of use. So we have emerald, and then you have the planet it's associated, and then like what you use it for, or what's it, you know, its properties. I don't know why. Oh, sorry, it's astrological side. Grand. Why I don't use this. I love labradorite, or labradorite as some people call it, but I call it labradorite. And then we have sunstone, so that's deep in knowing. And then super 7. Like, I actually don't have that in my collection, believe it or not. I know out of all the things. Pink amethyst, another one I don't have, but I don't think you need to have them to have a crystal deck, you know. That's just unrealistic. It's very, oh, there you go. You even have like some of the chakra signs and things, but that's the sign, isn't it? Like smoky amazonite, abundance. See, now I would do pyrite or citrine for things like that. So I don't know, is it that I'm just like aquamarine for intuition? I'd use amethyst, but like, is that just me being friggin' fussy? Probably, more than likely. I just need to get over myself and just kind of work with it. Like black tourmaline, Regeneration, Pluto. It's a beautiful deck. I mean, it's one of the nicest. Peach selenite. Oh, that's so gorgeous. I had like orange selenite, but unfortunately that crystal order didn't work out. Anyway, let it go. But so I'm on the lookout for the pieces. Like moonstone. I love moonstone. I love moonstone. So yeah, I actually spirit quartz. I have spirit quartz. Quite nice one to work with. A fluorite. So it's gorgeous, but you know, I don't think this is like for beginners. You know, if this is your first oracle, I probably wouldn't go for it. But yeah, like Larimar, that's gorgeous. It's a lot harder to get now as well, actually. I like a tiny piece of it. And I love Moss Agate as well. It's such a like druzy, earthy. It's gorgeous. Pyrite. You see, I use that for prosperity. Like, I have a piece of pyrite here. Like, it's so gorgeous. This is a hefty piece. This is such a hefty piece. And I also have actually the cutest one here. It's a polished piece. I don't have many polished pieces of pyrite. This is such a cute one. There's a funny story behind this. I think I've told it here before, but I actually won this in a raffle, and I won the ticket for that raffle as well. So listen, Bulbasaur, he was just coming home with me. I love this crystal. So this is my lucky crystal, 100%. So let's get into the last one I want to talk about is the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. Now, like this I should have just dusted that off. This will just tell you. Now that actually sits on my bookcase like this. I've had this for a while. I like, can we just talk about this? Like, yes, I'm here for that kind of closure for the box and things. Why is that? Oh my goodness. This is like, Colette makes amazing decks. In fairness, I have some really nice decks from Colette, or created by Colette. Sorry, I buy all these with my own money. Okay, nothing was sent to me or anything like that. This is a hefty guidebook. To be fair, Hay House are pretty good with their guidebooks. This is chunky. I love the smell of them as well. Oh, I'm such a weirdo. But we're here for that. Like, I love the design and the art and the way it's depicted. And so you do have a picture of the card, what's the name of the card, is the meaning, and then you have the oracle card, or the oracle message, protection message. So it has like the upright and reversal, but you have it as an oracle or a protection. So it's a nice way of doing it, and there's definitely been time given to this deck, or to the, yeah, even to this deck and to the guidebook as well. Now this is a hefty one. There's 68 cards, which is stunning. I actually have one card taken out. It's the Black Panther one that sits up on my altar all the time. This is the beautiful old Hay House cardstock. Like, this is just so nice. I don't know what they're doing with their new cardstock. I'm not here for it. This is just, it's so beautiful. It just it feels even like fancy. I love the back. I love the little mandalas. The artwork, gorgeous. Who's it by again? Is it Jenna? Oh my god, I'm not going to try and... Jenna della Grattaglia. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering this, but this deck is so nice. I don't know why I had it out the last day. Why did I have this out? The artwork on this, stop it. Like, I bought it, I used it, I put it away. I haven't looked at it since, until I was looking for the Black Panther or Jaguar card. Like, excuse me, I love animals, right? Like, animals are just the cutest ever. There's very few that I don't really click with. I should be so embarrassed. I am, because this is just so nice. Such a nice deck. It's so stinking cute. Like, look at this mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. Like, I mean, it's kind of giving me hamster vibes. I used to have a little dwarf hamster. Her name was Riley. She was the cutest thing ever. I miss her so much. She was a little black and white one. She was so adorable. I love animals. Okay, Paul. Yeah, she's getting restless now. Mom needs to finish up filming. But this deck, I don't know. I'm just finding it difficult, and where can I fit this in my practice right now? It's just not a deck I reach for a whole pile, which is sad because it is really nice. Part of me feels like this would work well. I love the pig spirit. Like, oh my god, stop it. I feel like this would work well with Chris Ann's deck, you know, the Curious Creatures. Now that I'm looking, I don't have that deck. I'm not going buying it now just to see would it work, but I do have my eye on that deck because it just seems like such a fun deck, and I feel like these two would work so well together. Like the cat spirit. Okay, I'm going to end it on that because I know Miss Frankie is eager for me to finish up. So, guys, I hope this kind of gives you another insight into some decks in my collection. Let me know if you have these decks. Do you work with them all the time? Are you like me? Do you struggle sometimes with decks to incorporate them and rotate them as well? You tend to stick with the same ones all the time. So I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. Frankie says goodbye as well. 1 second, let me open the door. Hello. And we will chat to you, myself and Frankie, right? We'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.